Since the film's massive success in 2018, fans have been biting at the bit for a sequel to Black Panther. However, the film's major hero, Chadwick Boseman, died following a secret fight with cancer. Months after the late actor's passing, Marvel stated that the program would continue in a way that honors the late actor's legacy. Here's what we know about Black Panther: Wakanda Forever so far. Wait, Wakanda Forever? Yes, that's right. We can move past the Black Panther 2 placeholder title. In a trailer showcasing the MCU's upcoming films, Marvel confirmed that the sequel will be officially named Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. The title originates from the now iconic Wakanda Forever phrase uttered by anyone linked with the fictitious African nation in the MCU. The usage of a battle cry as the film's title might be foreshadowing of the conflict that the country will face in the sequel. However, it might also be a play on Wakanda's history and heritage, as well as a reminder of Boseman's T'Challa's enduring effect on the real world and the MCU. To start it off, what do we know about the storyline? Coogler and Marvel are keeping the plot information for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever under wraps. No surprise there. During their investor day in December, Disney said that the film would continue to explore the extraordinary world of Wakanda and all the rich and varied characters that were introduced in the first Black Panther. As Marvel fans are aware, the mantle of Black Panther is handed down through generations. Thus, someone will most certainly assume the title in Wakanda Forever. In the comic books, T'Challa's sister, Shuri, Wright, eventually became Black Panther and Queen of Wakanda. Thus, her journey is undoubtedly a possibility for the sequel's narrative. The speculated inclusion of Namor and his undersea realm of Atlantis has led to speculation that the sequel may concentrate around a conflict between Wakanda and Atlantis. This was possibly hinted to in Avengers Endgame. A significant portion of the plot will also revolve upon T'Challa's absence, with the sequel perhaps clarifying that the King of Wakanda died between the films. For the time being, we don't know much, but stay tuned as more information becomes available in the coming months. So, when is the release date? In November 2021, Marvel announced that the shooting will be halted until January 2022, allowing Letitia Wright time to heal from an onset injury. Wright suffered a traumatic shoulder fracture and a concussion with serious complications in the accident, which occurred during a stunt in August 2021. Marvel has now extended the release date of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever to November 11, 2022. It's the latest in a string of postponements, with Thor: Love and Thunder resuming its original July 8, 2022 release date. The Marvels will now be released in 2023. The movie will most certainly open in theaters, and there's very little chance it'll stream at the same time on Disney+. Marvel's doing a concurrent release with Black Widow last year, but only because of the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. Paying tribute to Chadwick Boseman. It has been revealed that the sequel will greatly honor Chadwick Boseman's legacy and character by not recasting the part of T'Challa. Fortunately, there are no plans to deploy a digital double in the sequel. Thankfully, we're relieved. Marvel Studios EVP Victoria Alonso explained that there's only one Black Panther, one Chadwick. Our king, unfortunately, has died in real life, not just in fiction, and we're taking a little time to see how we return to history and what we do to honor this chapter of what has happened to us that was so unexpected, so painful, so terrible, really. In July of 2021, Winston Duke said that the reading of the screenplay was extremely emotional and that it was very difficult to pack and return to the set. He mentioned they have all become very close and somewhat of a family now, grieving together. Behind the scenes, they're creating something very unique. Everyone felt the first week of shooting, the presence of Chadwick and missing him on the throne reflected Angela Bassett, who will now return as T'Challa's mother, Ramonda. Fans of Chadwick Boseman rushed to Twitter November 30th, 2021 on his 45th birthday to remember and congratulate him for his diverse body of work. As a result, Wakanda Forever became a trend on social media, with individuals using Black Panther salutes to pay respect to the star who made T'Challa such an immediately iconic and necessary character on the big screen. Next up, who will be cast in the second film? Letitia Wright, Lupita Nyong'o, Winston Duke, Danae Gurira, and Angela Bassett will all reprise their roles as Shuri, Nakia, M'Baku, Okoye, and Ramonda respectively in the sequel. According to reports, Wright's role in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever will be more notable, while Narcos Mexico actress Tenoch Huerta is in discussions to betray one of the sequel's antagonists. It's unknown if Daniel Kaluuya will reprise his role as W'Kabi, but Martin Freeman will reprise his role as CIA agent Everett Ross. Will Michael B. Jordan somehow come back as his character, Killmonger? Given that Killmonger was murdered off in the first film, well, it's doubtful, but stranger things have happened. I May Destroy You star Michaela Cole, whose character has yet to be revealed, joins the cast as Riri Williams, as does Dominique Thorne from If Beale Street Could Talk. Behind the scenes, Ryan Coogler is returning to Black Panther: Wakanda Forever as director, with the original creative cast returning to our screen. We'll get to see Ironheart make her debut. In an interview with comicbook.com, Kevin Feige announced that the superhero Ironheart, aka Riri Williams, will make her debut in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever before her planned standalone Disney Plus series. Dominique Thorne, who will play Riri Williams / Ironheart in Judas and the Black Messiah, has allegedly joined the cast in Atlanta. Riri is a 15-year-old MIT student who's smarter than Tony Stark and reverse engineers Iron Man's suit to develop her own suit of armor. She first appeared in Marvel Comics in 2016. In the comics, Williams receives Stark's approval to become the superhero Ironheart. However, it appears that the MCU version of Ironheart will begin her career among the Wakandans. Will there be new villains cast? Because Black Panther featured two antagonists starring Ulysses Klaue and Eric Killmonger, it's not surprising that Black Panther 2 will have several antagonists. We don't know what part Tenoch Huerta will play, but director Ryan Coogler wanted Kraven the Hunter to perform in Black Panther. The character was unavailable, owing to Sony's ownership of Spider-Man related IP, although the relationship may have changed after Marvel and Sony reached an agreement on the Tom Holland Spider-Man films. Another reported villain for Black Panther 2 is Namor the Submariner, although we have no proof on that either. Black Panther had a great soundtrack, so who will record music for the sequel? According to Metro UK, Marvel has finalized the narrative and have begun recruiting musicians to begin producing songs with it in mind. Breakthrough musicians Giveon and Brent Faiyaz, as well as The Weeknd and Solange, have allegedly been contacted. Tory Lanez is also believed to have been in the running until he was charged with shooting Megan Thee Stallion in August of last year. Because of her South African ancestry, Doja the Cat is one of the musicians in line to play on the soundtrack. The Weeknd, Solange, and Stormzy are also being considered by the producers, who want a diverse spectrum of blockbuster hit musicians to make this soundtrack greater than the first. According to an unidentified insider, what will the title of the movie look like, you ask? The trailer titled Marvel Studios Celebrates the Movies has been shared on Marvel Entertainment's official YouTube channel. It includes a slew of clips from previous and upcoming projects. It also reveals the official title of Coogler's highly awaited MCU film Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, as well as the sequel's logo. Having said that, the newly revealed title may be a hint of what to anticipate from the movie. Rather than focusing on a single figure, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever hints that it'll investigate Wakanda as a whole. While T'Challa was unquestionably the star of the first picture, Coogler also created a fascinating universe surrounding him, filled with a slew of intriguing characters that can be fleshed out. The great response to AO from Dora Milaje's presence in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is a driving reason for this. Other factions such as M'Baku, Jarabi's tribe, can be studied in addition to the country's special forces. How much budget does the movie have to work with? The information isn't public knowledge yet, unfortunately, but if it's anything like the first film, $200 million is plenty, especially with the revenue they pulled in. The worldwide gross for Black Panther was over $1 billion. It's the third highest grossing picture of all time in the United States, and we can expect big things again this time around. The sequel will be the first time we have returned to Wakanda after Chadwick Boseman's untimely death in 2022, with everyone involved in production eager to pay respect to the late actor. Regardless of the film's production challenges, Wakanda Forever is unquestionably one of the year's most anticipated films. We'll get to cast our eyes upon the magic of Wakanda in November. Fans are excited to see what Marvel will give us next. Thanks for watching.